Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we're going to solve this question which says choose the incorrect match. Option A, germplasm, alleles of genes. Option B, protoplast, plant cell without cell wall. Option C, herbarium, preserved plants or plant parts. Option D, soma clones, genetically not identical. Let us understand the question. The question says incorrect match. Choose the incorrect match. The match which is not correct, that one we have to choose. Let us see the option one. The option one, that is A, option A, which is germplasm. Germplasm. So what do you mean by germplasm? Germplasm is not nothing but the collection of of all the alleles, all the alleles of all the genes of all the genes of a particular crop or particular organism. Okay, that is what is germplasm. So the first option is correct, and this is basically done during plant breeding method, so as to improve the quality of the plants, and even in case of animals. So majorly it is very difficult to get in case of plant because we can't collect all the alleles of all the genes. So how can you collect? That is by collecting all the varieties of one particular crop. For example, wheat, if you say, you have to collect all the plants, all the varieties, its relatives, everything, and you have to keep it in one place, and that will be called as the germplasm. Okay? So that is correct. Now option B says protoplast. Protoplast. So what is protoplast? When the cell wall of this plant cell is removed, that is called as protoplast. So it is done by enzymatic digestion. Enzymatic digestion of what? Enzymatic digestion of the cell wall. In plants will result in the formation of protoplast. So this protoplast can be further used for protoplast fusion, etc. Okay. So let us see option A, B. Where is it? Yes, I got it. No person is back. Okay, so option B, which is protoplast plant cell without cell wall, that is the correct match. Okay, so option C says herbarium, preserved plant or parts. Yes, herbarium is prepared especially by the botanist or the students who are pursuing botany. Okay, so there what they do, they preserve the plants or plant parts. If they are very small plant, the entire plant can be preserved. Okay, and preserve plants or parts, plant parts, and they use it. They preserve it on the herbarium sheet, and this is done by pressing and drying up the plant part. That is again correct. Then option D says soma clones genetically not identical. Now, first of all, what do you mean by soma clones? Soma clones. These are the clones which are formed by or from somatic cells. And this is done by tissue culture in case of plants. Tissue culture, mainly in case of plants. So even in animals, if you take a somatic cell and culture, then you will get those cells, they are called as soma clones. Okay. But in case of plants, the entire plant will become the clone. Okay, that is soma clone because they are produced from somatic cells. Okay. So, and here, since they are produced from the somatic cells, and the same cell will be dividing further and further and further. So what will happen? All the cells will be, in case of soma clones, the organism will be, plants will be genetically identical. Why? Because they will all carry the same genes. Okay, hence they'll be genetically identical. But here they have mentioned not identical. So this is the incorrect match. So our answer will be, what will be our answer? Because we have to look for incorrect match. The answer will be option, which is that option D. So I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you everyone.